Breaking: Roman Reigns is about to make his SummerSlam comeback, but what I just discovered will devastate every WWE fan watching this. The betrayal that's coming is so brutal, so shocking, that it could end the Tribal Chief's career forever. And the person behind it? You're not ready for this revelation. Before I expose this explosive conspiracy, smash that subscribe button because the tea I'm about to spill is scalding hot, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Trust me, your jaw is going to drop. Let me take you back to WrestleMania 2025, when everything we thought we knew about the Bloodline was shattered. Roman Reigns, the longest reigning Universal Champion in history, the head of the table, stepped into that ring believing he was untouchable. But sources close to the situation are now revealing that his downfall was orchestrated months in advance, and what's about to happen at SummerSlam is just the beginning of a master plan that will blow your mind. Here's what we know for sure. Paul Heyman's betrayal at WrestleMania wasn't spontaneous, it was calculated. The official story is that the wise man simply turned on his tribal chief in the heat of the moment. But here's what they're not telling you. Multiple industry insiders confirm that Heyman had been in secret meetings with Seth Rollins' camp for weeks before WrestleMania. Think about it. Doesn't it seem suspicious that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were perfectly positioned for that post-WrestleMania ambush? That wasn't luck. That was planning. And when you connect the dots, a disturbing pattern emerges that goes deeper than anyone imagined. And it gets worse. According to leaked backstage footage that WWE desperately tried to suppress, Roman Reigns was seen having heated arguments with someone off camera just hours before his WrestleMania match. The audio is muffled, but lip readers have confirmed he was saying, "I trusted you, and how could you do this to the family?" Now, you might be thinking this was about Paul Heyman, but wait until you hear this. The timestamp on that footage shows it was recorded before Heyman's betrayal. Which means Roman knew someone else was planning to stab him in the back. But who? And why didn't he see it coming? Before I reveal the shocking truth, I need to know, are you Team Roman or Team Seth? Because your responses to my last video about the Bloodline were insane, and what I'm about to expose will change everything you thought you knew about this storyline. Drop your allegiance in the comments right now. But here's where it gets really interesting. And this is where my exclusive sources come in. Remember when I told you about those secret meetings? Well, it turns out they weren't just about WrestleMania. They were about SummerSlam. About Roman's return. About setting up the ultimate betrayal. Here's the smoking gun. Bronson Reed has been spotted at WWE headquarters multiple times over the past month, but not for regular booking meetings. According to someone who works in the building, and I can't reveal their identity for obvious reasons, Bronson has been in private sessions with the creative team, specifically discussing injury angles and long-term storytelling. And here's the kicker, those meetings coincided exactly with Roman Reigns' Street Fighter movie filming schedule being finalized. Coincidence? I don't think so. This whole thing is a setup, and Roman is walking straight into a trap. Now, this might seem unrelated, but stay with me because when you connect the dots, a disturbing pattern emerges. Bronson Reed's tsunami finisher has been protected like crazy lately. He's been destroying everyone with it, Seth Rollins, random jobbers, even legends. WWE has been building this move as absolutely devastating. But why? Why suddenly make Bronson Reed's tsunami the most feared move in WWE? Unless they're preparing it to be the weapon that takes out the biggest star in the company. Think about it. What better way to establish Bronson as a monster than having him be the one to injure the tribal chief himself? And that's when everything clicked into place for me. This isn't just about a SummerSlam match. This isn't just about Roman returning to reclaim his throne. This is about WWE orchestrating the most brutal injury angle in recent memory to write Roman off television while simultaneously creating their next monster heel. Here's what's really going to happen at SummerSlam. Roman will return, the crowd will go wild, and just when everyone thinks the tribal chief is back to reclaim his empire, Bronson Reed will strike. Not just one tsunami, multiple tsunamis. A beatdown so vicious, so devastating, that it will leave Roman broken in the ring while the WWE Universe watches in horror. But here's the part that nobody's talking about, the part that makes this even more sinister. This injury angle serves multiple purposes. It writes Roman off TV for his movie filming, it establishes Bronson Reed as the new monster, and it sets up the biggest comeback story in WWE history for when Roman returns. This could mean we're looking at a completely different WWE landscape by the end of the year. If this angle works, and trust me, it will, Bronson Reed becomes the most hated man in wrestling overnight. The original Bloodline members, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, will be out for blood, setting up months of incredible storytelling. And when Roman returns from filming, the pop will be nuclear. We're talking about a comeback story that could headline WrestleMania 2026, with the stakes higher than they've ever been. This whole situation shows us that WWE is playing chess while we're all playing checkers. Let me walk you through exactly what's going to happen, because the timeline tells a very different story than what WWE wants you to believe. SummerSlam arrives, Roman makes his grand return, maybe during the main event, maybe in his own match against Braun Breaker. The crowd is electric, the tribal chief is back. Then, just when victory seems certain, the lights dim. Bronson Reed's music hits. The crowd knows what's coming, but they can't stop it. Tsunami after tsunami after tsunami. Roman is left motionless. Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins stand over the fallen tribal chief. The show ends with one of the most shocking images in WWE history. Having covered WWE for years, I can tell you that what you're seeing publicly is just the tip of the iceberg. The company has been planning this storyline for months, carefully positioning every piece on the chessboard. Roman's movie schedule, Bronson's push, the bloodlines fracturing, it's all connected, and it's all leading to this moment. So let me break this down for you. Roman Reigns' SummerSlam return isn't a triumphant comeback, it's a trap. Bronson Reed isn't just another monster heel, he's the weapon being used to destroy the tribal chief. And this injury angle isn't just a storyline convenience, it's the setup for the biggest comeback in WWE history. This whole situation reveals WWE's master plan: create the ultimate villain in Bronson Reed, give Roman the perfect excuse to film his movie, and set up a revenge story so compelling that it could carry the company for the next year. What do you think really happened here? Am I crazy, or does this all seem perfectly orchestrated? Are you ready to see Roman get destroyed at SummerSlam, or do you think he'll somehow turn the tables? Drop your theories in the comments below because I need to know what you're thinking. And don't forget to subscribe because tomorrow I'm exposing the real reason why CM Punk has been so quiet about this whole situation. Trust me, when you hear what I discovered about his secret meetings with Paul Heyman, you're going to lose your mind. The conspiracy goes deeper than you think. And if you want more WWE conspiracy theories that will blow your mind, check out this video where I revealed the shocking truth about why Cody Rhodes' title reign was planned from day one.